So, Martin, you asked me about what movie would dare to even put a trailer out the same week as not Infinity War, but Endgame.
Yeah, indeed.
And, well, somebody who used to have their own holiday, and it wasn't even named after them. They said, you know what, I'm just going to take one that already exists, make it mine.
Make it mine.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You have no idea. You don't remember, Martin, you used to celebrate this man, Mr. 4th of July.
Oh, Will Smith?
Will Smith.
Uh-huh.
He knew every move of mine before I made it.
I think I know why he's as good as you. He is you.
Big Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's got a new movie out. And it's they say that this one has a lot of potential because it has an art director with it now. You might remember, we tell people to pull back sometimes when they get really big. Will Smith had a movie, After Earth. It was supposed to be about a man and his son going camping.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to be in the woods. And Will Smith said, no, I don't want to take him to the woods. I want to take him to another planet. Didn't do too well.
No.
So they finally got him hooked up with a guy that's probably going to go smaller. You might remember this guy who's done great art house films such as Ang Lee's The Hulk. This that is about as artistic as you can get, Martin. Open for all kind of interpretation. Ang Lee said, you know what? I took a break from sci-fi and fantasy. Now I think I know how to actually do it right. I think I know how to get it done. And now he has Will Smith in a movie called Gemini Man. Oh. And in this one...
That just doesn't sound good.
Martin, why are you racist like this? It's just a name.
Omega Man, Bicentennial Man. Should I keep going?
Martin, there's plenty of room for man. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Condor Man.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. Iron Man. Come on, man. Let this man have his movie.
Okay,
Martin, damn.
right, okay.
You really don't want no more movies after Endgame, but you got to give this one a chance. Has a pretty, this might actually make you feel better, Martin. What's better than Will Smith? Two Will Smiths.
Yeah.
And that's what you get in this movie. You get Will Smith hunting Will Smith. Let's take a look at Gemini Man, and we'll be right back.
Embrace it and then overcome it.
I'll tell you what I love about this. This looks like a Twilight Zone episode where the Fresh Prince is coming to kill Will Smith.
So it's low cut Will Smith versus flat top Will Smith.
Yeah, they got his flat top and everything. Got the mirrors.
You're me from the future, aren't you?
Yeah. They even got how come you don't like me, Uncle Phil moment.
How come I don't like myself?
How come I don't love me, Uncle Will? All right, like I said, man, this is Ang Lee, and you can't trust Ang Lee too much with these kind of movies, man. Because
I think Ang Lee is a fantastic director, and most of his dramas I love. It's one of my favorite movies.
Well, even some of his fantastical movies, like The Life of Pi, which was still
right. Yeah, I do love Life of Pi. It's one of my favorite movies that year it came out. But this looks kind of cheap.
Well, I'll tell you why. First, got to get some good graces back from people. Now you're going into more mainstream sci-fi and fantasy territory. I wouldn't lie about the Hulk. Ang Lee's The Hulk. I mean, it's a fascinating film. You've never seen anything like it, but it's a failure on a storytelling level because they gave a guy who wanted to take artistic merit and just didn't seem to get it. I mean, it was okay. It was noble that you wanted to do that, but it didn't seem to work. Now, it does seem with this that this is a more of a cerebral story set in science fiction. So maybe that'll work for him right there. I can tell you why this looks cheap. And that's because for some reason, Ang Lee is right up there with Peter Jackson, where he's playing around with digital video, and he wants to play with frame rates.
Oh, that's what it is.
So this is shot at 120 FPS, I believe. I might have the numbers off, but it's high.
Yeah.
And the last movie that he did like that was what was this movie called? It was called Billy Lane's Long Halftime Walk. It was one where, if you look at the trailer right here, a lot of people say that it threw them off. It looked too real.
Yeah.
And not to mention that this is another one where the story wasn't all that great and the movie didn't do well at all. It really came and went without anybody even knowing it exists.
Right. Whenever I heard it talked about how it wasn't that good.
Yeah. And a lot of people saying, and plus it looks like some shit I shot on video back in 1992. So I don't know what effect it'll have with this movie here. This is something where it looks more like a Michael Mann movie. You remember when he was playing with video?
Yes.
And it looked the frame rate was throwing everybody off. Peter Jackson did it, and it looked clear, but it just looked too clean.
With The Hobbit?
With The Hobbit, yeah.
Yeah. It looked like one of those cheap BBC productions.
Yeah, and with this looks like straight up video.
It does.
Yeah, so it's, in some parts it looks fine. Now maybe this will look better on the big screen. And I don't mind what they're trying to do here. You see, it's produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, so he might have his heavy hand all over this to make this go in a different direction. I mean, it seems to be in a safe area too.
Well, it looks like it's shot in some small town in Mexico where it was cheap to film.
Yeah, and and some people are saying that this looks very familiar, for better or for worse. The movie that it reminds me of, I actually like, and would like to see a variation of that.
They use specialized assassins, like me, called loopers. Never let your target escape, even if your target is you.
So this is where we had Bruce Willis being hunted by his younger self, who was played by, with a fake nose, what was his name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, and this is kind of the same thing, except with, instead of time travel, I think it has something to do with cloning. So
now Looper always made me laugh. I was like, how'd you get taller after puberty?
Yeah. Time travel, Mark. That's all you need to know. But I'm rooting for Will Smith. I like Will Smith. He hasn't had a whole, what was his last big hit?
Suicide Squad, which was, okay, that don't count. Were we some kind of Gemini Man squad? I guess Tell the Truth was his last.
That was a big one for him. But this looks cool, man. I mean, I'm not gonna look like if I see it, we'll see how it works out.
Sure.
If it works, fine. But I would love to see this work. You see, they had to use the de-aging technology. Look, I'm gonna tell you, man. They're using the same de-aging technology that they have for that they do with Samuel Jackson, and Captain Marvel. But Dan, did y'all really have to give this brother that flat top?
I know. It's like they only had Fresh Prince videos to look at.
Yeah. It's like, look, you're gonna kill me, but I'm gonna laugh at your ass before you do. Brother, this is the future. Is this shit making a comeback? Where play at? Yo, kid, where play at? Look at you, stop laughing at me. I'm gonna kill you, man. You gonna kill me anyway, bitch. But we'll see.
You need to kill that haircut.
Even if I wish myself would come back. I'm like, look, man, before we do anything, we could pick this back up, but we going to the barbershop. If you gonna kill me, you gonna do it looking like a goddamn adult. I'm looking like some goddamn 80s rap artist coming after me to kill me. Cut your shit. So you're having fun. Keep the fun going. Subscribe to the channel. And if you really love what we do, check out our main site, doubletoasted.com. Over there, you'll find the long, uncensored version of this video, along with the live streams that we do almost every night of the week. Support us at dtmerch.com. And remember to always... I'm just going to look at you. Stay toasty.